Hey guys, I just want to come back on here and say the love and support you guys have showed me and my family is remarkable. Some people are saying, please, keep up with us or let us keep up with you. Let me tell you something. We just getting started. I mean, we might have won the battle, but we're going to win the war. This is not over with. There's a lot of factors going into this. And, I'm not going to stop. He's my son, and I'm not going to stop. I don't think she should be the only one held accountable. So, it is what it is. And, I'm also going to remember everyone that has been here for me through thick and thin, who has checked on me. I will also remember who the friends were to my son, who has been there. And, I've said before, kids have their own lives. They can't be around here every minute. But there's some things you can do, There's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's YouTube. I have a phone number. I mean, they could text every now and then. They could call. They don't have to come over all the time. I know it's probably hard for them to see him like that. It's hard for me to see him like that. But, I can tell you this. I saw who his true friends were. And, the ones that were there for the good times, and the ones that weren't there for the bad times are not a real friend. And that's just how I feel about it. And I feel the same way about myself, The ones that there the good times and the bad times, that's who your true friends are. That's why I only have a handful of true friends. I have a lot of acquaintances, but, bestest friends, I only have a couple. So, but I want to thank each and every one of you on all our platforms that has reached out, has commented, has just checked. Some of you are just praying and you don't like to comment. It means the world to us. I want to thank the Assistant District Attorney, Roger, who come in here, or Robert, excuse me, I said Roger, I meant Robert, who come in and took over this case and gave it his all and did one hell of a closing argument. It was awesome. I was very proud. Thank you to the GBI, the ones who took it over and, over the old ones and, done what they were supposed to. I appreciate it. I want to thank the judge for, being in a hot seat, and he did the right thing. I know a lot of y'all think she should have got more, but with her not having a felony on record, it was hard for him to give her more. But the thing is, y'all, he could have let her go with the First Offenders Act, and she could have walked out of her on probation. But he denied it. So, he's a good man. And he's one hell of a judge, I'll tell you that, watching other cases. He truly cares, he truly listens, and he goes back and forth with his decision. He does not hold it lightly. He really thinks about it, and he goes with it, and I really respect that man for that. All y'all saying they're going to get what's coming to them, they will, by God. Because let me tell you something, I've learned this the hard way of things I've done in my past. That I try to hide from my parents or, anything like that. Small things, big things. But here's the thing. What is done in the dark always comes to light. And you tell me God wasn't in that courtroom today, and I believe my daddy was in that courtroom. Joseph has never come out and spoke in front of people like that before. And for him to stop and say that out loud and then tell what happened to him and tell the whole story and then go back there and talk with the GBI and with the investigator, I'm one proud mama. And nobody's going to call him a liar. I better never hear it. They can say it's his brain injury and he's spitting out things he's heard from us. Let me tell you something. We don't talk around him like that. Y'all know when I used to try to explain, he didn't fall from a barn because he told me he would put his hands in his ears. But today what he told me, one person told me, and it ain't that I didn't believe him, but that's the first time I had heard that story. And to him to say it and do what he did, God was working today. God has looked over that young'un every day. And hallelujah for that. And people say, Tatum, we look up to you. How'd you keep your composure? I'm going to tell y'all something. If y'all know me back in the day, it was something hard to do. Because in high school, they used to say, and after high school, don't let Tatum's preppy clothes fool you. That's why they call me a country diva. Because I'm country, but I'm preppy. I like to dress nice. Always been that way, you know, because I was in pageants and modeling and baton and dance and, you know, singing and plays and stuff like that. So I've always dressed. But it's nothing for me to come down here and put on my shorts and an old ragged t-shirt and get out here and play with my goats, you know. But I also want to thank my Uncle John today. Guys, he was my daddy's cousin, but they were like brothers. And when I walked in today, he was standing there, and I broke down and went to crying. Because when my dad's not here, my dad always said, if you need somebody, you call your Uncle John. Because he's the second best thing to me. And you damn right. He was there. He come back for the sentencing. He was there. And anybody that knows John Thrift, he is well known in this parts, and he is well liked. He was well known as my daddy. And I was proud when he said Luther Thrift couldn't have talked better than you did today, Tatum. I was proud because I know my daddy would have been proud that I handled myself with class and with morals. And don't think, guys, it wasn't hard. When I seen them 4 people sitting there with her, and then she's out there laughing with them and they playing around, and you know they saying stuff about me, and I'm sitting here and you know I'm thinking to myself, I did let them know, if I would have known that Joseph had been going down there, he wouldn't have went down there. He wouldn't have come near that place. I didn't raise him like that, you know. And you know, I never knew that he was getting a drink over at his biological daddy's house. I didn't know this until after he got hurt. So people come to me and tell me after he gets hurt, what am I supposed to do? I didn't know. I could have stopped this, you know. And if he would have left his 360 on that night, and I would have known he was down there, y'all better bet old Mama Bear would have busted up sideways. I'd have busted up in that thing. I'm just letting y'all know I would have. I know y'all think I'm all sweet and all, but when it comes to my young'un, I'll come out of retirement. I'm gonna tell you. But I'm just very proud of him, and I'm proud of all law enforcement today. We got our part of justice. We got a quarter of it. We got a ways to go. But y'all don't worry. Joseph's story is still gonna be going on. Y'all gonna be keeping up with him. I'm gonna let y'all keep up with him and our family. And if you're not following Joseph Strong, you can follow Tatum Thrift Walker. And you know, that's my page. And Just Ask Tatum, that's my blog and podcast. That's, you know, we've already started filming, but it's going to be posted here soon. That was the biggest thing I was trying to tell everybody, is getting it posted. It's difficult. I'm not tech savvy, okay, to a certain extent. But I want to thank all of you, my family and my friends. And I want to thank my mama. She says I was a daddy's girl, but I'm going to tell you something. I love my mama. I don't tell her enough because I'm like her. I don't show emotion. I do, but very rare. It's usually about Joseph or my daddy. But I'm going to tell you something. I couldn't do life without my mama, and I couldn't do... Samson, can you say hey to everybody? I couldn't do life without my mama, and I couldn't do life without my husband, because they are my rocks. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to take care of Joseph like I do, because my mama is his caregiver too. And she's more of a caregiver in some ways than I am, because I have to work. I had to go back to work, you know. I know I could sit home, but my husband killing himself, you know, that just ain't fair. But again, thank you all. I love y'all so much. God bless y'all. And great things are coming, guys. Great things. And y'all gonna see me out there speaking. I'll be in churches and, you know, other places. I never thought I'd be called to be a, you know, motivational speaker, but I'm looking so forward to meeting you guys and talking with you guys. And my first interview will be soon, or my talk. I will be going live with them, or either posting them if I can't go live. So, and I really believe, y'all, really believe Joseph has come to the conclusion he will speak. If not, we'll have him on FaceTime where you guys can see. We just, you know, baby steps. You know, we're getting there. And remember, any of you that put negativity on here, you're getting blocked. So don't waste your time doing all your little fake accounts. So, again, I love you guys. God bless you, you and your family. And may God just continue to bless y'all. Amen. Goodbye. One last thing. Remember, follow Joseph Strong if you're following that one. Also, Tatum Thrift Walker. And Just Ask Tatum. keep up with us, guys. We love to hear from you guys. And remember, Joseph's birthday is September 10th, so do some kind of surprise. Love you guys. Bye.